Smoking Gains, what's going on, buddy? What's going on, buddy? Welcome in on this beautiful Saturday morning. How are we doing?
I'm doing good in yourself, man.
Doing great. So who do you have as the better candidate for the presidency? Who you got?
Trump.
All right. So why is Donald Trump your number one choice?
For one, the immigration policies that the Biden-Harris administration has been doing has totally destabilized this country. I live in one of these major cities here in Chicago, and I'm actually seeing what the hell is going on here. A lot of people like to lie and say that these migrants are coming over here with violent intentions. They aren't. The government isn't circumventing funds that's supposed to go to the American people and turning it around and giving it to the migrants. My tax dollars are going up on just about everything. You say they produce more gas, and if they are producing more oil or whatever, then why are we paying this much for gas? See, things aren't adding up here.
Yeah, so gas prices have generally come down. They're not they're not as low as pre-pandemic levels, but they are average.
Gas prices are not going down. Where I'm at, the average is $4.
So if I look at the average gas price online right now, it is going to be lower than it was even a few years ago.
Are you not understanding what I'm saying? The average gas in Illinois is $4. That's the thing with a lot of you guys that support Kamala and Waltz. You know, I don't want to get into name calling or nothing like that. But when I'm just saying that you guys use a lot of deceptive tactics when it comes to just pure, honest truth.
What deceptive tactics have I specifically used?
These numbers that you guys be pulling out, it just don't add up. It's not matching. Numbers aren't matching.
What numbers aren't matching?
Mid-grade in Illinois is over $4.
Correct.
That's everywhere. That's everywhere.
I'm pulling up right now the EIA, U.S. Energy Information Administration, and if I look at 2020, I'm looking at the petroleum and other liquids. It looks like weekly Chicago, Illinois regular formulated retail gasoline prices in 2022, June of 2022, it was up to $5.64 per gallon. It has now dropped down to $3.55 per gallon. For reference,
it's not no $3.55 a gallon around here,
and it may not be around your area. There are a whole bunch of reasons why prices could be inflated.
I travel the state. That's the thing. And see, this is another thing that you guys like to do a lot too. You guys like to tell us we're not experiencing what we're experiencing. That's
no.
ridiculous.
I'm not. No, I want to be clear. I'm not saying that you're not experiencing certain higher gas prices. Okay, but these are anecdotal examples that I have to go off of. And when I'm looking at generally across the Chicago, Illinois area, it looks like the weekly Chicago, Illinois regular reformulated retail gasoline prices. I have to go off the data that I'm looking at. You may see in a specific area.
About the data that you guys always look at, the data that you guys look at never matches what we are paying. The average American citizen is paying.
So then what data points should I go by then?
I don't understand about you guys, man.
So what data points should I go by then? Am I supposed to just assume that what you're saying is the truth across the board then? Is that everybody?
What you're supposed to go off of is not going off these stats that they can be manipulated and swayed into any position that you want to go through, that you want to pick.
How can the U.S. Energy Administration?
That's what you guys don't do. Like I say,
I'm going to mute your microphone for a minute. So you let me know how can specifically, and I'm going to give you a chance here. Please explain to me how the U.S. Energy Information Administration is manipulating this data. Please tell me how they're manipulating it. Okay, I'm going to unmute you now. Give you a chance to unmute. How are they manipulating the data?
I just said that I travel Illinois.
Okay.
I travel the whole state for my job. And what I'm seeing is not any gas nowhere.
This is not answering my question of how the data is. Are you not
understanding what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. You don't understand what I'm saying.
Gas for under $3.
Listen. I need you. I understand what you're saying and what you see, but what I'm looking at is the data, and the data is showing that the average gas prices have gone down, and they're almost close to where they were pre-pandemic for Chicago, Illinois.
If I'm telling you, if I'm boots on the ground and I'm telling you this is what it is, but you're in an office somewhere looking at numbers and you telling me what it is, who is more reliable? The person that's actually out there on the front line, or the person behind there reading made up stats?
All right, I'm going to go back to high school where we analyze and research and look at primary sources and secondary sources. And I'm looking at a primary source from the .gov website of Petroleum and Other Liquids and U.S. Energy Information Administration. Respectfully, I understand you believe to have looked at some of these certain things. Thank you so much for that dog. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The corgi. So I understand what you're looking at. But I have to go off. I can't just take your word for it. I don't know what you're looking at. I don't know all the particular areas that you're looking at. Are they in a rural area? Are they in a non-rural area? So I have to look at those specific points, and I have to go to a reliable source. And a reliable source, back to high school, is looking at this .gov website. So I'll let you respond. Go ahead.
Like what I was saying, I travel the state, rural and city. And what I'm telling you is what they are reporting on numbers are lies.
How are they lies? Specifically, are you just saying, though, that because you see something different, what reliable source should I go to? You haven't given me a way to look at reliable sources. You're saying that I should take you at your word.
Just come to the state. How about that?
Because
Why
I'm looking
talking about data, man. I'm talking about real life. You talking about fake numbers on the screen.
All right, how are they fake? You have yet to tell me how these numbers are fake. You have yet to tell me that.
Because me and other people are here on the front line in the state.
But how am I supposed to trust you?
What you are saying,
how am I supposed to trust you? How am I supposed to
not to believe, dude? You tripping.
Okay.
And that's what I'm talking about.
You need to tell me
everything off data. You're not talking about real life.
Yes, I work off of data. I work off of facts, not feelings.
You talk about, no, you're lying. You're lying. The facts. Let's talk about high school. No, you can't.
All right. So he can't seem to comprehend the facts over the feelings.